Long had the peace reigned in Eriador, ere the darkness stirred and stretched from Mount Graham. Overbold forces of goblins and orcs descended upon the rich and tempting land. These beasts would face the rangers of the north, and take destruction from their worldly hands. Yet too many were the fiends who set forth, and too scant were the Dunedain's stout bands. For 7 dark years they went raiding, and not all of their parties could be caught. Worst of all was one commanded by their king, Golfimbul his name, and malice he brought even so far as the Shire's north farthing. How easy to plunder, he must have thought, this lazy land of the peaceful halflings. Would a battle even need to be fought? Oh, indeed it would, as no witless strangers to war were the hobbits of the Shire. For all they sought peace and scorned adventure, they had done service when times were dire. To King Arvedway they sent their archers, and back to their homes not one had retired. Yet more had lent aid to see Angmar shattered, and now these fool goblins had roused their ire. Ranks of hobbits assembled to meet the foe, and at their head was the boldest of their kind. Bandobras Bullroarer took to his horse and rode, so allowed his uncommon height of 4'5", to Greenfields, which thereafter would be known for a fray to be remembered for all time. Across the river Norborn the hobbits did go to make safe their home, or to boldly die. Astride his horse, Bullroarer spied their king, the stench-racked chief of the goblin invaders. With a kick to the flanks, his horse went charging to the very vanguard of these monsters. Alone and unafraid, his great club raising, the bold Took smote Golfimbul with such fervour that he tore off his head and sent it flying a distance of 100 yards. Maybe more. The hen-hearted goblins beheld with dismay the death of their king, the very first to fall at the hands of this giant who in his rage would surely swat and behead them all, till their whizzing sconces would mark the way back to Mount Graham. Thus with a hissing ball the goblins all turned and fled swiftly away. They lived, but never outpaced their terror's pall. The hobbits rejoiced in their victory, and celebrated for many a day. Bullroarer's valour went down in history, yet in more than just the expected way, for after the battle strange chance did reveal the goblin king's head and its curious fate. 'Neath the surface of the earth he did steal, to stand as a rabbit family's back gate. And thus, for so it is told by the wise, is how the game of golf came to be. The goblins of Mount Graham ne'er sought a reprise of their fool king's raid on the hobbits' country, and therefore fell that peace which hobbits prize, of good food and good drink and good company. And when perils arose, they'd meet its dread eye, to brave their way back to serenity.